This is something that has really wound me up. So a couple of weeks ago, I made a video about ITC channels, and an ITC channel is a channel that does spirit box sessions with dead celebrities. Now, on the surface, you're probably thinking, well, you know, maybe that's not so bad. But the problem is like this stuff comes out like literally moments after a celebrity's passing. So, you know, you've got to think that there are families grieving. There are families, people have lost a loved one. Fans have lost, someone that they looked up to, a role model. Families have, kids have lost parents. Parents have lost kids, siblings have lost siblings. You've got to think of it in that sense. But these channels just go off. They make a video as quickly as they can, turn it around and paste it out there to the world to see. To try and profit as much as they can off of the death of these celebrities. And, if you've not been following the music world or the news recently, then you won't know about this. But just to get you up to speed, on the 16th of October, unfortunately, One Direction star Liam Payne passed away after falling from a balcony in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Now, at the time, there was a lot of speculation about what was going on and the build up to his death and all the rest of it. And, there was a lot of things coming out. But one ITC channel by the name of Cody ITC made a video literally not even days after his passing to try and profit as much as he could off of his passing. So the video was titled Liam Payne Spirit Box Session. Did he really fall? What happened to Liam Payne? Emotional session. Now, obviously, this is going to reel in fans of Liam Payne. This is going to reel in anyone that's searching for Liam Payne at the time, which was a very hot topic because everyone was hella surprised at this. I was incredibly surprised. He was only 31 years old. He was a father to a child. He was a partner to a loved one. He had ex-wife in Cheryl Cole. He had a lot of things going his way, and he was incredibly young. So to hear this news was incredibly surprising. But then Cody ITC thinks, I know that, loved ones are grieving the loss of a family member or a relation or whatever. Fans are grieving the loss of a pop star. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this Spirit Box session. I'm going to title it as an emotional one. It's incredibly emotional. It's incredibly sad. Just to reel in as many viewers as I can to profit off the back of this person's death. And it's just like, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? Like, sort yourself out, man. Like, if you need to bounce off the back of celebrities' passings and use their relevancy in that moment to get clicks and views, then there's something horrifically wrong with your business model and your viewership. Because, this isn't right. It just isn't right, and it really winds me up. And one person who said it best, because obviously when the passing came, there was a lot of speculation about what went on. Nobody knew anything. The autopsy hadn't been revealed yet, so we didn't know what the cause of death was. We don't know if it was an accident. We don't know if it was purposeful. There were a lot of factors involved. Especially around the time that Cody ITC released his video. But Cheryl Cole summed it up best in a post that she put out. So Cheryl Cole, if you don't know, was Liam Payne's ex-partner. She is the mother to his child. And she posted on her Instagram stating, as I try to navigate this earth-shattering event and work through my own grief at this indescribably painful time, I'd like to kindly remind everyone that we have lost a human being. Liam was not only a pop star and celebrity, he was a son, a brother, an uncle, a dear friend, and a father to our 7-year-old son. A son that now has to face the reality of never seeing his father again. What is troubling my spirit the most is that one day Bear will have access to the abhorrent reports and media exploitation that have been seen in the past 2 days. It is breaking my heart further that I cannot protect him from that in his future. I am begging you to consider what use some of these reports are serving, other than to cause further harm to everyone left behind picking up the pieces. Before you leave comments or make videos, ask yourself if you would like your own child or family to read them. Please give Liam the little dignity that he has left in the wake of his death to rest in some peace at last. So, you know, I feel like that post from Cheryl Cole, hard hitting, it sums it up best, right? Because this is not only damaging the videos that are created here. It's not only damaging, of course, to Liam Payne's family and fans and friends and loved ones, but it's damaging to everybody that these people make videos about. Because, you know, Michael Jackson, it's just trying to profit. Princess Diana, Tupac, Heath Ledger, XXX Tentacion, David Bowie. Like, you know, these people are trying to use big names from loved ones. James Earl Jones, the voice of Darth Vader. You know, like, trying to use these names to try and get views, to try and get clout, to try and get money, right? And like, his latest victim here is Liam Payne, and it just really gets on my nerves. So here, join me, Cody ITC, as join me, Cody ITC, and my spirit guide George as we communicate with and help the spirits we can. These are my attempts at contacting the spirit of Liam Payne through one of my kind spirit box. All attempts in this session to contact the spirit are done out of respect and love for the spirits involved and their families. I mean, that's one thing to say, right? But it's I just don't feel like this is fair. And I don't feel like it's fair to the families. You know, look at Cheryl Cole's post, for example. She's grieving. She's a grieving mother with a child who's going to have to try and teach this child to navigate the world without a father anymore. And try to explain to that child that he will never see his dad again. Like, could you imagine how horrific that must be? Now, I've watched, like, the first, like, minute of this video before just getting incredibly wound up and turning it off. But if you read the comments section, it's so censored, it's laughable. So censored. Because everything is positive. There is no way that this is just all positive. Like, you know, it's just... I don't know. I'm just really irritated that, like, these channels... You know, I wouldn't even be surprised if Huff Paranormal also, like, just tried to jump on the bandwagon. Let's have a little look on his channel. Actually, no. Wow, Huff Paranormal has not made a video about it yet. I'm sure that is on its way. We've got Cody ITC. Who else is on there? There's other ITC channels. I don't know. It's just distasteful, it's disrespectful, it's unfair, it's not nice, and it winds me up. Really winds me up. Like, just give these people space, you know? And also, just to go... I'm ranting now. But to, like, just go off the back of their death. Literally, the news hadn't even been out for a week. Like, actually, by the time this was posted... The news had been out for about 3 days. So this guy's literally just jumped straight on it, turned around a video and pumped it out and been like, there you go, guys. On the peak of everyone searching the internet, which of course is just going to help this video to get views and get promotions across the SEO, because that's just how the YouTube algorithm works. And these people know that. They know that. Oh, it just winds me up, man. It's just so unfair. Like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, there you go. There's my rant over for the day. What do you guys think? Am I just being a bit sensitive? Am I just reading too deep into this? Do you think that these channels need to do better? Do you think these channels should even be a thing? Like, make up some spirits and talk to them and communicate to them. Don't talk to real celebrities that have just died. If you have to keep this up, you know? Like, just go and do something else. Like, don't disrespect the dead who have literally been dead for not even a week, you know? The autopsy this is another thing that I forgot to mention. The autopsy hadn't even been out. And in the video, he's talking about the cause of death. The autopsy hadn't been released. The autopsy has since been released yesterday at the time of me recording this video, which showed that Liam Payne was, you know, he was basically just full of drugs. All sorts of drugs were found. And it's believed from the autopsy report that I've read that there weren't any injuries or damage to his arms, which of course, if you were going to try and catch yourself, which is a human instinct thing to do, you'd put your arms out in front of you to try and catch yourself, but there were no arm injuries sustained, suggesting that he didn't do that, which means that which is led to believe that he was either fully unconscious or semi-unconscious when he fell. So, you know, like, that's even more horrific, the fact that, you know, like, this was leading to be a complete accident. And, you know, that just really makes it, I mean, it doesn't make it any worse or better, but do you know what I'm trying to say? It's getting on my nerves. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. You know, don't go and give these channels any issues, because then we look like the problem, right? But if you agree with me in my comment section, if you're horrible, I will just remove comments because that's how I work. But, you know, like, do you agree with me? Do you think that this is an issue? Let me know what you think. And until next time, I'll speak to you later.